Are you wondering why your Dayton, Ohio home is sitting on the market a little bit longer than those around you? Stay tuned and I'll give you a few tips and pointers. Hi, my name is Stephanie Clemens with RE/MAX Victory and Affiliates, and I post weekly videos about entertainment, lifestyle, and real estate. Hit subscribe and be notified when new videos do post and are uploaded. So your house is currently on the market. It's sitting on the market a little bit longer than those other ones around you, and you are wondering why. Why is my house sitting while these other ones are getting snatched up one by one and very quickly? Well, this market right now is a seller's market. So those definitely are a question that you would want to ask yourself, quite honestly. Why is my house sitting when these other ones around me are not? Well, when you sat down with your agent and figured out your marketing plan for your home, there should have been three factors that were taken into consideration: price, location, and condition. Price, first of all, probably obviously all three of these are factors in pricing your home, but price, a house will sit longer than you think it will if you price it higher to play the market. So making sure that you understood what I said. If you price your home high, like, oh, Johnny over here, they got $240 for their house. Can we try $250? Our house is a little bit nicer than theirs. I think we have a better yard, a bigger yard, and our basement has a wet bar in it. So I think we should go with $250. I know they got $240, but let's go $250. So let's think about that for a second. So you're wanting your house to move as quickly as Johnny's did, right? So maybe we should price it a little bit closer to where Johnny's did. If you're in a subdivision, it's the exact same floor plan, but you have a wet bar and a little bit larger of a yard. And I know as sellers, we're all trying to play the market a little bit right now because the market is super hot. However, appraiser still has to go through there. You still need a buyer. And you still want to be competitive. So you should maybe reconsider that and say my starting point should be $240 because I do have the exact same house, just with a wet bar in the basement and a little bit larger yard. So those two are not justifications for a $10,000 increase. And the buyers coming through, if they walked through Johnny's house and missed out on the multiple offers that Johnny had, they're going to ask the question as to, well, why is this one $10,000 more? I guess I'll just wait. And I'm not going to move forward because we all know sellers are looking for top dollar in that first week or two of it being on the market. So buyers just feel that you're not going to move on the price. And so they don't want to throw out an offer and be unfair to you. So that could be one thing. So reevaluate your pricing. Maybe after a week, after you don't have any offers, you've had 20 showings and no offers. That's something that you really need to discuss with your real estate agent in an honest and open conversation. Is my pricing where it needs to be? And maybe consider it and do a price drop on it right away to correct it. So it's less time on the market then after that. Reason number 2, condition. So do you have some unfinished projects in there that you figure, I don't want to do these. I want top dollar, but I don't want to do these. So I'm not going to. And some of those projects could be just, could be maybe painting the walls. You really don't want to paint the walls, but they really needed to be painted, but I don't want to paint them because I know houses are moving very quickly. So why should I have to paint my walls? Well, if there's a bunch of nicks and scratches and it's an outdated color, people aren't going to offer you top dollar on your home because cosmetically it's not updated when Johnny's house was updated. We'll keep on using Johnny. Another consideration is maybe you didn't finish the flooring. You started the flooring and you replaced everything with hardwood floors, and now the bedroom carpets are stained and they are very worn down. They have gaps in them or they're stretched or whatever. And so should I change out the carpet in order to get top dollar so that I'm comparable with the other ones that are out there in my price range, or should I just leave it up to the sellers? Well, there's a couple different ways that you could approach that, but that's not what we're talking about right now. So make sure you're looking at condition. Is your house clean? That's another thing. Super easy thing to rectify is buyers don't want to buy someone else's dirt and dust. So really, truly, either have your agent come through with a professional cleaner to clean it before it hits the market and before pictures, and keep up with it. I know when we have kids, it's hard to do that, or pets. It's hard to keep up with a clean house. I totally understand. I've got 2 kids also, and they are messy. So just make sure that you're keeping up on the cleaning, making sure that it is a clean house. Another point of condition is the smell. What does your house smell like? If you're not sure, because you probably aren't, because you're immune to the smells that are in the house, you've got pets, Fido's coming in and out of the house. He's dirty, he's stinky, he's been in the mud, he's been chasing rabbits, So it's been raining, and then you brought him in, and now he house smells like wet dog. So we really need to consider that. So a good way to do that is have neighbor Bob come over and say, hey, I need an honest opinion. What does my house smell like? Maybe it's musty smelling. Maybe you've got a basement that really needs some fluffing up. Maybe you just cooked fish for dinner. I love fish, but it doesn't smell so much after you put it on the market. You need to be very cognizant of what you're cooking in your home, what your home smells like, because that can turn buyers off. So smells is a hot point actually for some buyers. If you walk into the house and it smells a certain smell that they don't want it to smell like, they'll walk right back out. So in feedback also, so everyone wants feedback, but do you want the honest feedback? And sometimes the honest feedback can be very heartbreaking, honestly, because it's your home. You've been living there for quite some time now, 3 to 5 years, maybe even more than that. It's your home and it's personal, but we're trying to sell the house. So this is a business decision. So now you need to go from a home to a house. So condition wise, really, I don't want to say don't take offense to it, but just when you're asking for, everyone wants feedback on their home. But when you get the feedback, don't fight with the feedback, okay? Because the feedback is constructive for you. Sometimes it does seem personal when people do give you feedback, and they say, oh, it's super cluttered. I couldn't even open up the closet door, and I was tripping over toys when I walked in the door, and the dog smell, I just can't get past it. Or I smelled like a vanilla candle, but it was so strong that I knew it was hiding some scents, because people do that too. It was hiding some scents. So I'm wondering, why is this candle so strong? So those are just turn-offs. So, ask for honest, constructive criticism on these topics, especially of condition and price, so that you can figure out, why is my house not selling when it should be sold at this point in time? And now another reason could be a location. Are you right? Are the railroad tracks right behind you? Is the highway right behind you? Make sure that you're pricing accordingly to the location. Okay. So like around here, we have 675, 75, and 70 for the major highways. Does your house sit so that it backs up to that? And in the backyard, when you're in the backyard, you can't hear anyone that's talking to you because the highway is right behind you. So it's super loud. So make sure that you're pricing based on your location is what I'm saying. People are not going to pay top dollar, even though 2 streets over, away from the highway, they got $240 for their house. But you sit on the highway, you have to really consider dropping that price, because people will wait and pick a house that's more inside than it is that's on the highway. So just really be considerate of pricing when based on location also. So why is your Dayton home not selling? Once again, take a look at the pricing. Is it in line with those that have similar homes that have sold around the neighborhood or within a half-mile radius of yours? Is it in line with that, or is it too high? Condition, make sure we're asking folks for feedback, asking your agent, and taking the feedback when you're asking them as constructive criticism and not as a pain point, because we don't want that to happen. Are the projects all complete? Are we considering if you still need some extra flooring and the cabinets are outdated or the doors are hanging off of them or whatever, are we putting that into our pricing? So are we not trying to get $240 when Johnny got $240, but we need new carpet, we need some new cabinets, and our house smells like Fido. So really take those things into consideration. And then location. Are you pricing it based on the location? Hopefully those were helpful little tips for you. And please, if you have any questions or if you like this video, please comment below, thumbs up, thumbs down, ask any questions that you need. Happy to help you out. And until next time, we will see you. Have a great week.